All right, so I'm just gonna do a quick, like, just a quick touches on a couple of things, right? So I came in about the 20th minute of the game. I didn't see the start. It looked like we started off well. The announcers are praising us, but again, these announcers were not, in my opinion, these were not the best announcers that MLS has on tap for us. I disagreed with so many things that were said. There were a lot of platitudes that were said from the announcers, but like, cool by all means, like, sure, whatever. Conversely, like, we again started off pretty well. It all went downhill when we scored first, right? Credit to Houston. They play Ben Olsen ball, but not like DC Ben Olsen ball. I guess because Houston has better players than excuse me, then sorry, Houston has better players than DC had when Ben Olsen was there for the most part, save for Rooney, the Rooney Lucho. Um Unfortunate own goal. Like, it's one of those situations where it's a tough position to be in because with the way the cross is coming in, the way the corner is coming in, you want to get ahead to it, you want to knock it out. And I think Johnson has like a more aggressive mindset when it comes to his defensive clearances than uh Cushing did. Like, he's more of a, like, attack the ball kind of guy, more or less. And we'll get to somebody who does not attack the ball in a little bit. Um, but you can still pull it back. And we still had a fighting chance. We were still playing well. We were still pushing, still making some chances. I think the interplay, and I said this the other day as well, the interplay between the back four, which allows it to be a back two or a back three, right? You're seeing Burke Risa push up to the left side, and then you have Hawk and Martinez that stay, or you're seeing Risa stay and Hawk pushes into the midfield, or you're seeing Gray push up, Risa push up. Like, so there's variances that I'm seeing that I'm actually really enjoying. Like, the loss aside, I think Johnson is taking a very interesting approach to how the games can go, or at least how we can utilize our players to kind of take space and be effective. Um, Add numbers and numerical advantages both for attack and defense. It's just, in this game, I think Houston just wanted it more after the first goal. Right after the first goal, I think they just wanted it more. The second goal, which we'll look at, um, is crazy, right? Actually, no, before we even look at the second goal, we'll look at what almost was the second goal. Shout out to Mark Radigan on uh, on Twitter, right? He posted this piece right here, which, dear God, this all right. I'm actually a Martins defender most of the time, right? I think Martins is a pretty good defender in MLS. I think he's probably top three, maybe top four. I honestly think is Zimmerman when he's healthy, Matt Miazga and Martins are like right behind Zimmerman, right? For center backs in Major League Soccer. I think most teams would take Martins if they could. And Johnson has found a good way to hide Martins' weaknesses, which is what we're about to look at right here. But this has grinded my gears with him since he joined the club. He's excellent at retreating. He's fast enough where he's not going to get beat by most players. He is strong enough where once if he's going 1v1 against a player, he's not going to get out muscled when it comes to like them with the ball at his feet. But his major weakness, and this is the perfect day to exploit it because it's wet, the rain, you don't know how the ball is going to bounce, is this.
It's easily
Any
read.
aerial ball
Ladero.
direct, he cannot judge it. And I genuinely want to understand if it's like, is it a medical condition? Because he genuinely cannot judge a ball in the air. I've seen him time and time again miss, right? And I'll get to this next point in a second, but it confounds
Distributes
me.
quickly forward.
Like, why? Like, all right, the ball bounces one. All right, cool. I get that part, right?
It's easily read.
This first bounce that we
Ladero.
see. Hold on, can we increase this quality? It's in 1080p. That does not look like 1080p. Um, that first bounce, I get. You guys are running out of angle. Neither one of you are going to get to that first one. The second one, attack
Great
the
move
ball.
by Gabe Siegel.
You're playing Gabe Siegel, dude. This isn't Benteke. Attack the ball. You're stronger than him. You're also faster. Gabe Siegel isn't going to beat you 1v1, dog. What are we doing right here? You should have won that easily. If that's Hack, Gray, or Risa, they win that, dude. I don't understand why. Like, this is such a major, major, major flaw of his. And we've done a decent job, more or less, of trying to find ways to counter that, right? By having, like, all right, if we know the ball is going to Martins, another defender is going to come to either clean up in front or behind him, right? Because they know there's a chance that he might not win the ball, right? Everybody just knows it at this point. But that was bad, Thiago. That was bad. And you got saved by Matt Freese, and then again by Tavon Gray.
It's easily read.
Right? Like, that was so bad. I'm literally, you can't hear it. I'm tapping my foot right now just because of how bad that was. Right? And then the one that now we're down 1-0. The one that Siegel actually scored. There's two things that stood out to me on this one. One was, why the hell is Nico Ladero all by himself on this right-hand side? Right? Like, between Julian, Thiago, and Gray, why is he that alone? The second thing is, I cannot fault Burke Risa react quicker. You see the shot, you know there's a chance for rebound, be ready. That's number 2. Number 3, I cannot fault Matt Freese. It looked like, I don't know what he did to his shoulder, but he did something to his shoulder and could not jump back up. And it just so happened that Jason Siegel, former New York City Football Club player, who has now more goals than Musa Back. Actually, you know what? I want to check this first before we look at this goal. Jason, is it Jason Siegel? Right? MLS? Is it Jason Siegel? No, that's the soccer player. I mean, that's the actor. Who's Siegel? Gabriel Siegel. Gabe Siegel. My bad. Segal Siegel. All right. He has 5 matches, 1 goals this season. 2024, 13-2. Right? Okay. For us, and he only played 10 matches, by the way, for us. He had 2. So far, 2 goals in 13 games last year, 2 in 5. I don't know if this one was from a previous game. Let's see if there's match logs. What did the match logs say? Goals. Okay, so they didn't update it. They didn't update it. He hasn't played a lot of games this season at all. Very few minutes. Like this game, the US Open Cup game, and this game are the only 2 like significant minutes that he's had so far this season, right? And he scored 2 goals already. Moussef Bakar. And he does a lot of good stuff too. Like, I'm not gonna like be really upset at him. In 2023, 10 goals, 3 assists. 2024, 31 goals, 31 matches, 4 goals. Sorry, whoa, that's crazy. 10 matches, 3 goals. 31 matches, only 4, 14 and 1. And he's seen far more minutes than Gabe. Right? So, like, if we're gonna go like per 90, even if we want to go per 90, Gabe is outdoing him so far. And we sent Gabe to Israel, bought Moussef, so we paid money for Moussef. They were essentially more or less the same player, and we're getting less in terms of like statistical output. Credit to Moussef, he does a lot of little things that people don't really pay attention to. Like, he's a striker, so you want goals. He does a lot of little things, but Jason did too. So how and why, right? But this is the goal that he scores. Which
Bartlow.
Good on him to just
Good
react.
first touch from Bartlow.
But right here, right? Julian, who are you guarding?
Bartlow.
Julian.
Good first touch.
He takes a look.
Bartlow. Good first touch from Bartlow.
He takes a look. Hold on, I'm sorry. I got to say this because I'm very incredulous. I'm hoping that the staff rips him a new one. It's not, and again, goals are never one person's fault, but in this particular instance,
good first touch.
He takes a look, sees Ladero on an island. Ladero's by himself. Even from his vantage point, you can see that Ladero is an option.
From Bartlow, setting himself.
Why? Then he's still just standing. He's
Self
making no
up.
moves. Now he go. I think Julian's having a banger of a season for his standards. Like he's come a lot better in his defensive effort. He's been using his right foot somewhat this season, which is better than the none that he used it last season. And he's actually trying to be aggressive with the ball at his foot. But this is just unforgivable.
Ladero. Back to
I'm benching him. If I'm the coaching staff and I see this goal, I am benching him. Right? It's not just leaving the man open. It is also just not communicating him. I can understand if he didn't see him whatsoever. He checks his shoulder. He goes, "Oh, that old man is chilling," and goes about his merry way and stands where nobody is. Right? Like at least call it out.
big save.
At
And
least call it out.
the rebound is in.
At least call it out.
Gabe Siegel puts
Credit,
it home.
credit, honestly, and also credit to Gabe Siegel for not celebrating, not because he scored against us. I don't care about that, because like very clearly Matt Freese is in pain, and it's if you're gonna score on a goalkeeper, he goes down injured in that particular sentence. All right, I'm gonna be humble about it. Like I didn't do anything crazy to get the goal. Goalkeeper was hurt. Open goal. What am I supposed to do about it? But this is incredulous. And my brain, right? I'm also looking. I'm in the moment. We're playing the game. One, where's Matt Freestone? Like as a goalkeeper, right? You have the vantage point. You need to keep your eye on danger, but you also need to be able to recognize to your best of your ability. He might have been out of his eyesight. Like if he's looking this way, how far this way can he see? I don't know. I don't have Matt Freese's brain, right? So that's a part of it.
Barlow setting
And
himself up.
now at this point, you can see that he knows this is coming. Question is, where is the shot gonna go? But back here, I'm looking at like as the play's developing,
Barlow.
is there anything anybody else could do?
Good first.
And at this point, all of these guys are in their right positions. All of these guys are in their right positions. He's driving at goal, right? He's driving at goal. There are three guys converging. You want to take the ball, you want to take the space out so he can't dribble past, but then you also like if there's a chance to win it, you want to stay. He's in the right position to help both with 17 and 21, right? Tiago is watching this guy because he's behind Berkreisa. Berkreisa can't see that. Tavon is watching this guy because he's behind Tiago. Tiago can't see him. Who was behind Tavon?
Touch from Barlow setting himself.
And I actually don't even understand. Like this is actually a weird moment too. I don't know how anyone
Barlow.
doesn't get a foot to that. It's
Good
like
first touch from Barlow.
it's literally. I guess he took his eye off the ball. Like I'm looking at where his head is. I think he took his eye off the ball. I think he's looking at where the danger is, because literally his foot is right there, right? Like literally his foot is right there. I don't know how he didn't stop that.
Setting himself.
Just bad overall, guys. Just bad all around. Piss poor. Piss poor. Piss ending to my night, to be honest. We just need to as long as the Knicks win tomorrow. As long as the Knicks win tomorrow, it's been a